What's the podcast called again?
It's called Hell on Reels, there, buddy. Do I need to take the reels on this one? Do I need to take over? Because I have experience with something along these lines.
Anyways, who cares? Point is,
Who cares?
this is the very first episode of Hell on Reels, where we're gonna be all hellish about movies.
Also, what's up, you bunch of freaks? What's
To the first
going
podcast.
on? This is the first podcast. Yes.
Anyways, so we got the three boys back in town.
Yeah.
I don't think we actually have a single video of all of us together.
Not yet, no.
No.
Yeah.
It's hard cut up.
All right.
Slow upload weekend.
Boy,
Yeah,
my
slow upload
friend. Yeah, Binboy, my friend. What are we talking about today?
Well, in the spirit of October, the season of spookiness, season of haunts, and we're going to talk about our horror movies. Not our horror movies. We're going to be talking about our favorite
The ones that we made.
Our favorite
horror movies and why are they so good. So it's going to be a very biased podcast, and if you're watching it and you don't like our choices, well, guess what? There's the door.
You are always there's the door,
right
and
there.
on top of that,
take a walk, Jack. Hit the road, Jack.
Ayo, Lux, I can't exactly see your door.
It's fine. It's just outside my hacker cave.
Sure.
It's so hacked that your arm disappears into the void. Anywho, okay, so I told you guys to get 3 of your favorite horror movies, and we're gonna see what makes them so good. You're gonna try to convince us on 2 are gonna try to convince the other ones, or whatever. You see what I'm trying to get at. Anyways, who wants to go first?
Well, first and foremost, shouldn't we introduce ourselves for those people that don't know who the hell we are?
No.
No? Oh, come on, man. You gotta introduce yourself a little bit.
I'm Art.
Your Art, yeah. All right,
I'm Fart.
I'll do this part.
And that's
Ladies
Bart.
and gentlemen, our lovely host, Binboy. Your registered absolute retard, Black Shad 56.
I did not.
And of course, we're also joined by, Lux.
Little Squidget.
He's here. He exists. All right. So,
All right.
you guys want me to go first? What are we doing here?
You know what? I'll go first. No,
Okay.
You guys are the guests, so you guys go first.
Okay.
Okay.
No, you know what? It's my podcast.
So-
I'll go first.
Okay.
No, you know what? Ladies first. You guys go first.
Pick, damn it.
All right.
Get it out!
Oh, you don't have that one on your soundboard?
No, I had to do it myself.
No, he's got to do he's got to get the. You need to leave.
All right. So then, I'll go first. Screw it. So,
right.
Best horror movie. First one on my list is the original 1931 Dracula.
Boo! Wait.
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 Yeah!
Wait.
No, too late. Too late.
I haven't familiar made myself with the soundboard.
Whatever. But yeah, Dracula, the original Dracula is really good. And that one is just if you ask me, the better rendition, only because it's not fully based off of Bram Stoker's novel.
Mm-hmm.
Got a sausage. It's based off of the British play that was based off of Bram Stoker's novel. It was loose adaptation rather than based off of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare for the history lesson of the Universal Monster movie, Dracula. Presented by Binboy.
I am a film student.
Oh, there you go. Hey, hold on one second.
Having a little too much fun, aren't you?
Huh?
Jeez.
What did you say? I didn't hear you.
Anyways, as I was saying, that movie is just so good, and compared to like the rest of the monster movies, it's the only one that don't got no soundtrack, which is ironic because it was considered to be the first one, the one that started the horror genre when talkies became a thing.
Talkies?
That's what they were called back like when sound started becoming a thing.
Oh, you mean like microphones? I thought you meant like the chips. What the?
Whoa! Is that a dog?
That is a lizard, good sir. In particular, a bearded dragon.
Thought it was a rhino.
If you guys checked out one of our last videos, the Monty Python Holy Grail video, that thing shat everywhere, and you could pick it up, and it picked up on the mics. So go check
Yes,
it out
it
to
did.
see
He's
that.
actually got a new tank. If you're familiar with my background originally with all the last videos that I've done, he's gotten a new tank. It's bigger.
Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, Dracula, best movie. Bela Lugosi, best performance. He's better than Karloff. And no soundtrack in that film, which makes it so much creepier. And if you ever look, he does not blink a single time in that film.
That is true.
Yeah, he never blinks. He is the original Dracula. Count Orlok can go the hell away. Okay?
What?
Yeah, Nosferatu is just based off of Bram Stoker's Dracula. They just changed the name to Nosferatu, which is living dead in German, and then they changed the vampire look. I mean,
No.
vampire name.
Look, name, setting, character, names. It's about it.
No, the look of the vampire is the same from the book. So technically, Count Orlok from the original Nosferatu is the accurate look of Dracula from the novel.
Okay.
Yeah. But then with Dracula, Bela Lugosi changing the look, that's the whole new look of Dracula. That he's this handsome character to lure women just by being so charismatic and good looking. And Bela Lugosi really is charming. I was watching what is it? Abbott and Costello meet Frankenstein, where it's like a crossover with Frankenstein, Wolfman, and Dracula. I swear, Bela Lugosi has such a silver tongue. I can see why he was so charming and why he was picked to be Dracula. He's just... Do it.
He seems alright.
Do it.
Yeah. He was talking about the audio, but okay.
Are those my jelly beans?
More importantly, is that his drum set? Did you touch his drum set?
You steal my Mountain Dew! You steal my Mountain Dew! Let me smell your breath! Let me smell your breath! My Mountain Dew breath. Alright, so that's my first movie. Who's next?
I guess I'll go next.
Okay.
My first movie, just in particular, if you're going for like a spooky horror vibe or definitely a Halloween classic, in my opinion, is Trick or Treat. I'm loving the fact that this movie is actually getting a lot more recognition now, just by word of mouth, and of course Spirit Halloween, obviously.
Yeah.
So, for those of you that don't know, this is a anthology horror movie, which it's not the first of its kind. I would argue, you have Creepshow, you've had a couple others as well. VHS, which one did you say?
Sin City.
Sin City's an anthology, but it's based off a comic. But
Isn't Creepshow?
Yeah. So is Creep. Well, Creepshow is based off of EC horror comics in particular, but it's not a particular comic run. Tales from the Crypt would be an EC horror comic. Tales from the Crypt and what else? Anyways, point being, I would say as much as I love Creepshow, which I think that is another one of my selections in this situation. It's not all anthology films, but I might as well. I like VHS. VHS is definitely kind of keeping that anthology aspect going, and I do like that, even though the found footage aspect can get a little annoying. But other than that, I have no issue with it. I genuinely love Trick or Treat. It's definitely almost every segment has really good either effects or really good twist or anything along those lines. And I believe there's only like 5 or 6 stories, if I'm not mistaken.
In what is it? Creepshow, you said? Or Trick or Treat?
Treat.
You got the werewolf. You got the teacher. You got Sam.
Zombie kids. You got the Sam segment.
Both.
Well, technically, you have 2
two
Sam
segments. Yeah, they kind of just
Yeah.
intertwine. The very last segment and the very first segment is both Sam.
Mm-hmm.
Was it Zombie Kids? I thought it was just the kids, or was it the same one as the prank?
Yeah, the prank, which has zombie kids in it.
Oh, okay. Okay, so yes.
And then
Zombie Kids, 2 Sams, werewolf, teacher. I think that's it.
I think that's it. Yeah, zombie kids. So just 5. Which
Zombies.
most anthologies are usually 5 or 6, anyways.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of anything
The
that would
Z
be
word.
on that. But yeah, no, this is a film that just screams Halloween to me. Just not only from like the tales that it is telling and the fact that it is all taking place on Halloween, just from the color palette. I love the color palette. You're getting a lot of oranges. You're getting a lot of blacks. You're getting a lot of blues. Like just Halloween and fall colors. And I love it.
That's true. Yeah, I never noticed that. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's one of those films you could completely watch it on mute and have it in the background, and it would work entirely well as a Halloween just background movie. And that's what it works great as. It works great as a Halloween movie that you just sit around and watch with a bunch of friends, and it works great as a Halloween movie that you just have on in the background while you're handing out candy or doing whatever. You know, I mean, obviously this is a rated R movie. I think majority of the movies we're going to be talking about, minus a few from Benji, are going to be rated R. So I think that, yeah, ultimately,
Yeah.
I absolutely adore Trick or Treat. I think that's my first one. I don't think either of you guys would argue with me about that it's one of the better.
Yeah,
movies
probably.
to watch. You're just doing that out of spite. So, all right, Lux, what's yours?
Mine is. Hold on, what did I put on my phone? The Thing.
Ah,
Boo.
that's a good one. That's classic.
Yeah, how do you like it? Oh, no one can laugh? Okay. I guess I'll just leave.
Okay, bye.
Alright, I'm ahead.
Bye, Benboy. He says, "Screw you guys, I'm going home."
All right.
I don't get that reference.
South Park.
South Park.
Anyways,
Blam.
tell your thingy, Lux.
So I would say The Thing, because it's one of the only horror movies that I can think of that had the period. That's it. Only movie that I can think of.
Okay, yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, like decades of horrors, and The Thing is it's not a bad choice, but it's like that's the only horror movie. Are you fucking kidding me?
Well, it's like the only one that kind of plays on really harshly on like the sort of like imposter sort of scenario, like super well.
There have been a couple that do it.
Super
there's
well.
comedy.
But he's the
Yeah.
one who does it super well, yeah.
So that's
Yeah,
like the
no,
only
I
one that does
agree.
it super
The
well.
Thing is definitely one of the better examples of that. I don't disagree with that.
Mm.
There's one that's recently came out that's not bad. It's called Werewolves Within. It's more of a horror comedy, but it does really, really well with the playing on who does. Yeah.
Mm-mm. Those don't count because it's a comedy. Everybody knows comedies don't count. They don't win awards.
Yeah.
Or horror movies or action movies. They don't win awards. Everybody knows drama. And horror has drama in it, so that's why this movie is the best. I hit my desk. But I would say because it's like, not only that, but like the acting is definitely like one of the more like standout parts of this movie because how
I
like
agree.
over the top, but yet like almost subtle in the same way as it just like, like you like it's the only movie where you genuinely feel like you're in like the scenario with them.
True, yeah.
Because you're like legitimately, because you also don't know who it is. All you know is like the same thing that they know,
I
and
would
that's what
say,
just
like,
makes it great.
The Thing is definitely a perfect example of raising the tension, like someone that's just stringing a wire way tight until it just snaps. And I think that is definitely a perfect example of how The Thing kind of goes, because it starts off pretty extravagant and then it just keeps going and building and building and building. And some people call it slow, but I still think it's fantastic.
And then not
But
to
I
think
mention,
all the twists.
but it is slow. But that's what makes it so good because they make it like very fun throughout the whole entire way of finding out, you know, as it progresses slowly.
Because you don't know what's going on.
Exactly.
yeah, then not to mention, that's like the one horror movie that jump scare still gets me. Even though you like, I know it's coming up, but just that scream and in pure silence. There's no soundtrack to build it up. It's just a little.
There's no music sting or
Yeah, not even a
I
music
agree.
sting. Yeah, and because he acts so normally, as if like he's been doing
Nah,
with the blood
for
test.
you.
He was just acting so calmly nonchalant the way he has that is just
Yeah.
so unexpected. And even after watching him so many times, you still feel that little jump in your chest.
Oh,
Hey Lux, what is your opinion on the quote-unquote prequel? That's
I
also
didn't
called
hate
The
it.
Thing.
I
didn't
honestly
hate it
didn't
either.
hate it. It was like it literally felt more like a remake than it was a prequel.
Well, yeah. I mean, the only thing that I give it credit for, or well, it's kind of it's a backhanded compliment, is they had really good practical effects, but you will never see it.
Never.
Like in any adaptation of the movie, or any format of the movie, you are never gonna see those practical effects because they are all painted over with CGI. And
Yep.
like some of the CGI does not look god awful. I would say the worst one is the guy who has his face split open. And then of course like the amalgamation of flesh with the one face in the center.
I thought that was
That's, like,
cool.
the only.
Like
It
regardless
was cool, but
of
it looked
like
goofy as shit.
no,
That's my
just
only problem.
regardless if the CGI was bad, like that's such a cool design that for me it's really hard to hate
Yeah. I mean, I can't, like, entirely hate it, but... Are you talking about the face split or the amalgamation of flesh at the
it.
end?
Both.
Yeah.
Well,
the
I
face
guess
split is a cool idea. There's just amalgamation of flesh. Whenever it finally becomes just a giant fleshy monster with a mouth, I was like, okay, that looks better.
Yeah.
But when it had the face plastered on, it's like I go from, okay, this is kind of creative, this is kind of cool, even though that blocky CGI effect looks awful. and then that thing comes out, I'm like, wow, that blocky CGI effect is looking a lot better. Yeah.
Trash.
I don't hate
Hated
it.
it.
It's
No,
not
I-
bad.
No, I don't hate it.
It's not a bad movie. It's just it's inferior to the first one. That's the
Yeah, that's the answer. It's just
You could just tell it was like a second to the first.
Yeah.
Well, actually, it's supposed to be what goes
Like,
down in the
uh-huh.
Swedish. Yeah, it's the Swedish base. So that's why I say it's technically a prequel, and I think they do a good enough job, like making it look like the '80s, and they even shot it on film too, which is cool.
Oh yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, they actually shot it on film, so if you look at it on Blu-ray, it's actually still grainy.
Ooh, cool.
Yeah, though of course on streaming they took away the grain. I'm like, you bastards. That's the whole point of why they shot it on film, is so it can look closest to the original as possible.
Yeah.
It's in the same timeline.
Yeah. So,
Anyways.
all right, Benjamin, what is your second?
Number 2, first VHS.
The first VHS.
The first VHS.
Okay.
Because
Okay.
that movie legitimately made me scared. Like that, because I was watching it at night, and that was like the first movie where I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna leave the lights on. I'm just gonna leave the lights on for
Same.
this. Only, yeah, because especially the now Ty West, he's not my favorite director, but he's the one who directed the second segment in VHS with the honeymoon.
The honeymoon one is one of the more realistic aspects,
And
I
that's-
think that one works well.
That's why it freaked me out so much, because how realistic it was, of just like an actual stalker, and like these just really seemed like I was watching something from the dark web. And I love found footage horror. This was not like the first found footage horror. I think my first found footage was definitely Blair Witch. And then other ones that came along was like the second one, then random ones like Wreck. No, first it was the remake, the English remake. What was it? Quarantine. Yeah, Quarantine. Then came the Pyramid,
Quarantine.
Area 51. I feel like I'm missing one, but other than that, but like I've seen those before I saw VHS, and for some reason VHS just seemed more like final moments of these people. I don't know why that one hit harder with its freakiness compared to the other ones that I've seen, but
Freaky deakiness.
yeah, because
My
it had
only issue with the second or with the first one is the wraparound segment. I give two shits about those characters. They're all awful. And
Yeah.
like don't get me wrong, there's other characters that I feel bad for throughout the other segments, but like in that first one, man, I'm like, oh fuck off. I hate this wraparound segment. Like I would argue out of the vast majority of the movies, the wraparound segment is always the weakest part.
yeah, the one that's
There's only
always
a
like in
handful that I actually
between.
really like. Yeah.
Is that the one that's in
wraparound.
between every? Okay, yeah, I agree. Yeah, the first one was just kind of lame, but I think that's what
Which
kind
one-
of just
which
started
one was
building
the
up.
FBI raid? Was that 87 or was that 94? Was that
It
99?
was, I think it
Was
was.
it 99?
I think it was the one with Rama.
Rama.
Oh,
Ramadan.
Yeah, so then that would have
Uh,
been 94.
I want to say 94 because I remember
Yeah, I
seeing
wanna
like I like
say
the
99
case. I was
has
so
the
pissed.
ones where they go to hell. 99 is
Yes.
the one where they go to hell. 94 has Ratma.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So then,
Yeah, 'cause I remember
which
seeing
one's your
the-
favorite
Hail
Who
Rama.
Monster?
Because I remember who I saw who I think it was 94 because I remember I was really annoyed like, oh, these people helped produce. It was, I think it was the same studio, like Studio 71, the one who helps like Lele Pond videos, like old those nasty ass Viner.
Oh, the really funny girl. Oh,
yeah, the funniest Latina in the world with autism. No, Tourette's.
yeah.
Anyways, but yeah, but overall, just the entire VHS franchise is just so good. But the first one was just the most freakiest, to me at least.
Fair enough.
All right.
So,
Yeah. So what's your
Skitty,
second
skitty.
one?
Yeah, just go with the second one. Funny enough, it's actually VHS 2. I think VHS 2 has far creepier segments than VHS 1. Again, the wraparound segment is one I could give two fucks. But definitely with the second one, to this day, still has, hands down, one of my favorite segments. And don't get me wrong, there's been quite a few that still rival it, but it always comes out on top. And then it also still has the number one segment that has continued to creep me the absolute fuck out since I've watched it. And every time I go back, even though I know what happens, it still scares me. So that is the alien segment that scares the shit out of me. I don't know what it is. I don't, and I mean, it's a cheap costume. I can tell you that. But I mean, it's just something about like the fact that they surround you. Their face never moves, and they're always slowly reaching for you. It just, for whatever reason, it makes my lizard brain. It makes my lizard brain. I know, that's a stereotype. Fuck off. It makes my lizard brain just freak the hell out. So that, and then my favorite segment, still to this day, like, don't get me wrong, I love the hell segment from 99, but it's not really scary as much as it is fun. And there's quite a few other segments that I really, really liked. The skydiving sequence in VHS Beyond was really, really good. I liked that one. Okay. The cult, I love the cult. The cult segment
with the hunters.
Was it called Hunters? Yeah, I think it was called Hunters.
Where they were holding the vampire in the barn.
No. The cult from VHS 2.
Oh, why can't I remember
the Vietnamese cult?
Oh, with they give birth to the little goat
the
baby
demon.
devil thing. Yeah,
little goat demon baby.
Yeah.
I still to this day love how brutal and unforgiving that segment is. Like, don't get me wrong, there's plenty of other segments that is like, they are brutal, they are unforgiving, but it's more like, ever since this is not a diss on Shudder. I love the fact that Shudder's been giving us these movies every year. But they've been more focused on like what could be kind of fun and fucked up if you think about it, but realistically we want you to have fun. And that's more or less what a lot of them have been, except for whatever the first one they did was. The first one they did was pretty damn serious. Like, they kept it fairly serious. Can we all just say that VHS Spiral was hands down one of the worst VHS movies?
I think
like,
it was, yeah.
All around, it is still the worst VHS movie I have seen. I hated it. Like, the only one that I like actually had somewhat fun with was the Parallel Dimension. Was kind of cool. It was a cool concept, but it was terrible execution. Like, just awful execution. I'm like, all right, cool. I like the idea behind the Magician one. Can't stand it, though, just from the way that they do it. It's like, okay, but this is supposed to be found footage.
Yeah.
How the fuck did you get that footage? You know, it's like, where the hell are you getting that? So it kind of breaks it.
Didn't that one also have that performance artist who was trying to do like a VR reality and then the monster in the VR?
No, that was 89.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
because 89 had the lake, and that was the one that we really liked.
We watched it, and we fell asleep during that one segment, the VR.
We actually fast forwarded through it.
We had to fast forward.
Like we were like, I'm like,
this
dude,
is boring.
This has been going on for like 5 minutes. I'm bored out of my mind. Fast forward.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah,
no,
me too.
We really shouldn't. You were like, we really shouldn't, but I'm bored as shit. And
yeah, I'm also bored. I'm like, screw it, just get to the end.
But we got way off topic with it because there's so many VHS movies, which we're looking forward to VHS Halloween.
Woo!
We have not watched it yet, but we will eventually watch it.
Wrong one.
Yeah. So there is that for sure. But definitely with VHS 2, the cult. Love the cult. That's one of my favorite segments. Was the ghost eye in VHS 2 as well? The prosthetic eye.
Oh, I think that might have been VHS 2, or that might have been the one after that one.
No, it wasn't in Viral. I would have remembered it being in Viral because I would have said, "Wow, that was the best one."
Okay.
No, yeah, it was in VHS 2 then.
Okay, yeah.
That or 1, I can't remember. I want to say it was in VHS 2.
I want to say VHS 2 as well.
I genuinely like a lot of the segments in VHS 2, and like I said, hands down one of my favorites, and hands down the number one that has always scared me.
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Even thinking about it gives me chills.
Mm-hmm.
So, VHS 2. I think it's vastly superior. I still think it's one of my favorites. Maybe not the best. Arguably, I would say the best would maybe be 99. There's a lot of really good stuff in 99. Even the wraparound segment in 99 was pretty good. I like
definitely got to do a marathon with all of those with the new one coming out.
Yeah.
The Marathon?
The new one coming out.
Yeah.
But how many are there exactly? Like,
There's over 9, I believe, now.
I was
Because you
gonna
had the
say
3
7.
before 99, 94, 89. Then we have Beyond,
Mhm.
and now we have Halloween. So
the
that's 8. Yeah, there's 8 movies now.
Mm. Nice.
So.
no, way too many movies. What is this, the
Oh,
Saw
man.
franchise?
Ha.
No, that'd be
don't laugh
Fast and
track it.
Furious.
Don't laugh track it. Don't laugh track it.
No. All
So
right,
then
Lux,
what?
what is
no,
your
no,
second
no.
one?
Before I do, what is your guys'
Okay.
favorite segments in the VHS? Like, out of every single VHS, what is like the best? Like,
I already told you what my favorite is. My favorite.
you said one
hands down
of,
is-
but
One of, yeah, but it still beats everything. Like every time I go back and watch it, I still have more fun with it.
okay.
So the Hell segment is like second place for me.
Hell segment was pretty
just
cool.
Yeah, it just barely creeps up.
Yeah.
Creeped up on it. Yeah.
Okay.
Rama was pretty good.
Ramadan.
Ratma was good in the final part of it. The build up honestly was kind of
Yeah.
yeah.
The Mayan god coming from the construction workers.
That was a good one.
It was pretty cool. Just like
Again, it was a situation of like the build up was far
The build-up,
better than
yeah.
the payoff.
exactly.
It's the exact opposite of Ratma. Like Ratma, the build up is kind of ass. I'm not
Yeah,
gonna
so
lie.
I
The
need,
reveal
like,
was great.
a good build up with a good payoff as well. Like the payoff is just as good as the build up.
The succubus.
Honestly,
Yeah.
the succubus is that's what I'm leaning towards. Either that one or the funeral home.
Ooh,
Is that the zombie
Funeral Home
one,
was good.
right? That's
yeah,
the
it was
zombie one?
zombie one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that one was good. I did like Funeral Home. That
Yeah.
was 99, wasn't it?
I think, yeah, where this one girl, she's
Yeah.
like, she has to like wait there, just be with the dead body for a bit, and then people coming in. This one guy comes in and he's like he's so suspicious, like he knows what's about to happen to the body, and then the storm hit. I think that's why, because when the storm hit, it just because we're Texas based and storms here is just our culture.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
We'll actually stand outside during a tornado and be like, wow, look at that. And then the moment it gets close to the door, it's like, okay, let's get inside.
Yep.
Yeah, Texas. It's Texas. Can't you tell?
Woohoo!
How do you do that?
You said an L, you goofball. That's what Texas is. Anyway, so it's my turn?
Yep.
Yes,
go ahead.
sir.
All
What's your second
right.
favorite?
My second favorite, it's got to be this. Oh, wait. I messed it up. Hold on. Give me a second. Almost there. Wait, there you go. And then up. And then up.
Scary movie? Are you
That's
fucking
right.
kidding me?
Scream. That's right. It's Scream.
Okay, yeah. The original?
Yes, the first
Just The
one.
whole franchise.
It better
The
be.
first one, yeah.
I only
Pretty good.
I pretty much got really tired watching all the other ones and only was like I didn't even finish the rest of them.
Dang.
The newer ones are not bad. I don't hate them.
They are bad.
I don't. Yeah, the new one sucked. The new one was
Scream
garbage.
5 was good. I like Scream 5.
But anyways,
No,
Don't
garbage.
get me wrong. It's a retread, but still.
what's your first Scream movie compared? What about it?
Well, it's like again another one of the movies where it's just one of the only ones like this one's a bit mainstream, so probably a lot of people agree because they just like it. But for me, it was just the fact that it was 2 killers, or if anybody hasn't seen it, it's only 1 killer. There's only
You're
one
like-
killer.
They're like,
There's only one murderer, and it's Doofy.
it's doofy.
What's his name? Does it have a name tag?
Doofy.
Is it Doofy?
Have you ever seen Scary Movie?
He's never
No, I
seen it.
haven't.
Oh, dude.
I'm not a big
I
comedy
know,
movie person.
but trust me, there's some really good practical physical comedy in there.
Yeah, just look back at Monty Python, see how pissed off I was.
Yeah.
All right, get ready for the next scary movie marathon on the channel, guys. That's what we're gonna be doing for Halloween. That's my pick. You guys wanted me to have a pick of movies for the Halloween months? I'm gonna pick scary movie.
Oh my
Scary
god.
Movie.
That's
I
what we're
only
going
want to
on.
watch Scary Movie 1 and 2, and I'm excited for Scary Movie 6 because the Wayans
Oh,
are
yeah.
coming back.
They're coming
Yeah.
back. But Scream.
Yeah.
So I liked it because it had two killers, and it was also the trope, kind of like Cabin in the Woods, where they kept it where it's like we're aware that like what horror movies are, like
It's
horror movies
self-aware
exist
to
in
the
these
point
universe.
where it's not exhausting.
Yeah, which is like it's self-aware that it's in a horror movie.
Yeah.
And that's what makes it good because like they even start watching like Friday the 13th or like at the end of the movie.
No, Halloween.
Or Halloween, that's what they were
towards
watching.
the end of the movie.
Yeah,
and
they were watching
I forget
Halloween.
what else they were watching before that. Because they were watching something else before that. I think... Yeah, I don't know. Couldn't tell you. I haven't watched Scream all the way through in a long time. And I've only seen segments. Sorry if you can hear my dog in the background.
That was me the whole time, actually.
Well,
Yeah,
let's get back to the new Scream movies. Oh my god, because
Am I the only one that's actually going to defend those fucking things?
probably because
What the
because
fuck?
Lux and I went to go see that one. The first
fifth one.
The first, what is it? The fifth one, 2021.
Yeah,
2017,
with Jenna Ortega, yeah.
Yeah, it was so annoying on just how meta they're trying to be. It's like, but then in the prequel this happens, and then the requel of the prequel, then this happens, and the sequel, prequel,
You realize
sequel,
Randy was basically the 90s equivalent of that, right?
No,
You
this was
realize
no,
he was.
No,
he was the 90s equivalent of that. He was the horror movie geek that knew every fucking trope.
No,
Go back and watch Scream and tell me I'm fucking wrong.
No,
But he does it so charismatically. She just would not shut up. Like, his made sense. His was just on point and was organic. She just would not shut up. She was so annoying, and she was just I get it. Get the kill over with. We're here for Ghostface. That is why the new Halloween movies are so good. We are here for the killer. They're not the originals where they're trying to make a story. And now it's a fan thing where we must give to the fans the slashers, Ghostface. We didn't get enough Ghostface, and when we did, it was just not that big of a payoff because how annoying the meta stuff was. And then that stupid line in the first one with Jenna Ortega, it was so annoying. Like, just as soon as the killer gets shot, she's like, "I still like the Babadook." Literally didn't ask. Nobody asked.
That's
Like,
a pretty good line delivery, I gotta say.
Good,
Yeah, for somebody that
good
doesn't,
one-liner.
for somebody that did not like the Scream franchise, Benjamin, tell me I'm wrong. You've fully admitted to me you were not a fan of the Scream franchise. You were not a fan of how meta it was. The entirety of it.
I haven't even seen the entirety of it. I've only seen the first
But you've
Scream.
Okay, so you've watched the first Scream.
Yeah.
Okay, and you said because you told me you weren't a big Scream fan.
Not a big Scream fan. But I will say the movie is better than Friday the 13th.
Fair. Yeah, that's good. I think
that's a fair enough comparison.
I think that's a reasonable thing to say.
Yes.
That's fairly reasonable.
I'm the only one that did not hate Scream 5, I guess, out of this group. I didn't hate Scream 6 or Scream 6. I didn't hate it.
You're sick. You're a sick and twisted individual.
There's
6
something
wasn't
wrong with your smush up here. With the mush up here, there's something wrong with it.
Okay, you cannot tell me that ladder over the alleyway in Scream 6 was not cool.
It went
You
too
can't tell me
long.
that sequence. I agree it did go too long. They drew it out. But,
Like-
it's still a good segment. And the payoff is good. You gotta admit the payoff is good. The kill
Is
good.
it though? He should have just because he got to the ladder and was just like, "Ooh, I'm gonna kill you. Ooh, I'm gonna kill you." Ooh.
That's the whole point of Ghostface.
That's pretty much what he did.
He's supposed to be an asshole. He's supposed to tease you until you die.
See,
more or
that's
less.
why Michael, Leatherface are just the best.
Miguel?
man. They just if it was Michael, he would have at least tried to flip the ladder, or he would have just tried to pull the ladder back so he can do it with his own hands. That's Mikael right there.
Miguel Myers.
Exactly.
Mikael.
Yeah.
Okay. Benjamin, Lux, do you have anything else to say about Scream?
Not really. I mean, it was
Why
just.
you like it?
I mean,
It's
I
funny.
already-
Speaking of scary movie, that was the original title for Scream.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
So technically, Scream was gonna have a more meta title than anything. It was just literally gonna just call it Scary Movie. Benjamin, third movie, go.
Hold on, I'm dehydrated from that rant. Anyways, so for my third one, to keep on the ball going with slashers, the new slashy boy coming into town. All 3 Terrifier movies. I was gonna say all 3
so
Terrifier.
we're just doing all 3?
All 3 Terrifier.
Because honestly, I would just say 2 and 3 are the best.
Nah, man, the first one's still good. Only because like I now realize what the first one was about. It was just supposed to be about art, and then him entering this whole universe. But realizing that in that first movie he was human in the first movie until the second movie. That's who that little pale girl was. She was the demon trying to possessed the body. So with that context, it's like, oh, okay, so now, like, it just makes the first Terrifier still just as good. And plus,
Agree to disagree.
Yo mama, okay? Because overall, let's agree.
Oh, I don't hate it. I'm not saying it's like the worst movie I've ever seen ever.
Look,
Obviously it's not.
Don't
It was an indie
disrespect
movie.
the glasses. Don't be disrespecting the glasses, man.
It was an indie
I
movie. It was
wasn't,
just
because
something
the glasses didn't show
small.
up to the second movie, and I actually liked the second and third movie.
The second and third one, we saw those 2 in theaters. The second and third one are they for sure are the best. But if I'm gonna add the last 2, definitely the first one. I got to include it just because with the context of the nature of Art the Clown is just now it just makes the first
In
one
that
seem more
retrospect,
better.
yes, I can give you that much credit. And the one genuinely, the whole reason anybody watched it to begin with, the one kill. We all know what that one kill is.
Yeah.
That's the only thing that honestly keeps it as entertaining as it is in that franchise. What are you doing?
I'm trying to not be so vulgar.
No. I'm talking to my lizard. He moved. So I'm like, what are you doing? But
Heard that before.
no, I get you the
Yeah.
anyways. So yeah, I will still say the one thing that I will genuinely go rewatch out of the second one, even though I don't really like rewatching the second one. I'll rewatch the third one. The third one's actually a little bit more palatable for me. The one thing I will definitely go back and watch all the time from the second one, all I'm gonna say is Salt and Bleach. That's it. That's all I'm gonna say. Salt and Bleach.
Yo,
And
me
Minji
and
knows
you
exactly what I'm talking
Yeah,
about.
me and you literally like gasped and
We're
screamed
like,
when it
oh
came
my
back.
god! Well, we
Yeah,
didn't scream, but
I
yeah,
lit-
we're like,
I
oh
ga-
fuck!
Yeah, I remember.
yeah,
I remember
no.
your words. I remember like your tone and your words were like, no, like you literally.
I was like, no.
Yeah, and I was like,
Yeah. And in all honesty, we can actually thank COVID for the fact that scene became as gruesome as it did.
Thanks,
Really?
COVID.
Yeah, because they started filming before COVID, and then they got maybe like a quarter of the way through, and then because of COVID, they were starting to film that scene, and Damien Leone was able just to make a shitload more. He's like, okay, what could be more fucked up?
Ooh.
And so it went from what was supposed to be like a 3 or 4 day shoot, from what I remember, it went into like a 2-week shoot.
Wow.
Yeah, it took him 2 weeks to shoot that segment.
Huh.
It's actually the best segment out of the movie, let's be perfectly honest. Out of the second movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a
Third
TV
one
on the
actually has
ceiling
quite
because
a
you're
few.
watching it.
Like, I like the chainsaw, mostly because it's a Terrifier Christmas, which I'm like, alright, I like that. I like the chainsaw. In the third one, what was another one? I really like the nitrogen. That was really
That was pretty good, but let's be honest. Sometimes the best scenes in the Terrifier movies aren't even the kills. It's literally just art being art.
Yeah, so like the first time he sees Santa, that was genuinely I fucking loved that. That was hilarious.
Yeah.
Or whenever she's talking about him,
Yes,
he
that's the
overhears
one.
it. Yeah, that was so fucking funny.
Yeah, she was like, yeah, I think he's the best killer, and he's like, and then she goes, I'm not trying to fuck the guy, and he goes,
Yeah.
it's just so good. He's so good. I love it. That's usually the best part of the Terrifier
You know what's
movies.
crazy? The guy who's played Art since the first Terrifier, you know what his previous job was? He was a school teacher.
Imagine
And
you
what's crazy is
graduate.
he is the nicest, most charismatic person you could ever ask to meet.
See, I don't know who it was. I think it was the guy who played Jason in the newer Jason movies, like Jason
Kane
vs.
Hodder?
Freddy. I think that's his name. Yeah, he's a really big guy, bald. He's like the perfect Jason stature. He was the one who said, it's always the nicest, kindest people who play the most terrifying, most horrible characters, and yet it's always the opposite with comedy movies who play nice people end up being real assholes in real life.
Yeah.
And we're horror makers over here, so subscribe because we're nice guys. Jason said it. He said
No,
by
we're
law.
terrible people.
Yeah. Subscribe for Big Squish's sake.
No, we're terrible people.
I mean, that's only behind closed doors.
I leave all my doors open. I poop with the door open.
I sleep
Well,
with
that's
the door
just to
open.
let it air out. Let's be perfectly honest. All right, is it me turn
yep.
for the second?
Yep.
Or what are we on? Our third?
Tree,
We're on
number
our third?
three.
Number 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
7, 6, 5,
Anyways,
4, 3.
no. Did you not get that reference?
It's Sinners.
Sinners.
Keep in mind.
On the rocky road to Dublin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
I told you, man. You were able to get the Irish culture in. Black people had that black culture in, and the only Latino culture representation that we had was that one tamale shop that was on the street. What? I don't know what that is.
That is a Celtic knot, sir.
I'm not
Sorry,
Celtic.
but- I know, but that's an Irish thing. I have Irish.
I
in
thought
the
that was a
blood.
basketball team.
No.
I thought it was
No,
just
that's
a basket.
the Celtics. Anyways, point being.
Anyways, number 3.
No, my third movie is not Sinners. I do love Sinners. Sinners
It
was
was good.
hands down one of my favorite movies of this year so far.
I
It
have
still
my
is.
own opinions about it, but it was a good movie.
It was a really good movie. I think it's just the best movie I saw in theaters this year.
Yes.
Let me put it that way. It's not the best movie ever. You know, it's like, oh my god, this is the best movie I've ever seen in my life. It's not that. It's just the best movie I saw this
It
year.
was a movie that was close to perfect.
Yes, I agree with that. So, no, it is not Sinners. That is not
Like
my third
Batman.
movie. Actually, funny enough, I mentioned it earlier. Creepshow. I love Creepshow. Fantastic. I love Creepshow. It's one of the best examples of how to do anthology horror. The only other one that comes close is Tales from the Crypt. But that's a show, not a movie. We're talking about movies.
Yeah, but Tales of the Crypt is also just one story as fleshed out into a full feature.
With the Crypt Keeper.
Yeah. That's why I
Creep-
said
but-
Creepshow.
Yeah, but yeah,
Creepshow is
Creepshow.
4 or 5 segments.
Exactly, yeah. Creepshow is a good one, yeah.
Yeah, I love Creepshow. George A. Romero, Stephen King.
Hell
You can't
yeah.
go wrong. You know? Hell, I'm going to be perfectly honest. Stephen King acted the hell out of that scene.
He
was
did.
an absolute
He was
idiot.
he was the perfect cast for that
Yeah,
kind of
it's
character.
like-
Even though he's a kind of a weirdo.
Lookhead. Just,
he's
I,
just a
I still
goofy
love
looking
that
dude.
segment. Yeah, and genuinely, there's so many good segments. I want my birthday cake. That's genuinely.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
weird seeing Ed Harris with hair. You know who I'm talking about, right? The fiance, the one that goes out for a smoke and gets beheaded.
Wait, remember
Or
who
no.
that-
Ed Harris. He was the villain in National Treasure 2.
Oh my gosh!
Yeah.
I never put that together. I guess I didn't
so
recognize
he was
him.
yeah. Well, he was so young. He was I think he was roughly our age.
He was so young.
Yeah, he was
Okay.
maybe late 20s, early 30s.
Like,
So I love that segment. I still think the crate is probably one of my favorites. I love Fluffy. Fluffy's great. I
Fluffy
love
was
that. I
cool,
love
yeah.
that Matt.
Only because
Fluffy
that
was really, really cool.
the act wasn't that Creepshow 2?
No. Creepshow 2 was Old Chief Woodenhead, the raft. That's the one you're thinking of, the raft with the black goo that eats
Uh-huh.
people. And then what was the third one of that? Because there was 3. Oh yeah, the Hitchhiker. That was the third one.
Right. Okay. Yeah. You're right.
Yeah.
Right.
Because Creepshow 2 only had one wraparound that was all animated, and then they had the 3 shorts.
Right. Okay.
Which, by the way, I do genuinely like the raft segment in Creepshow
Oh, yeah,
2.
that was the
I
best
don't
one.
hate Creepshow. Yeah, I don't hate Creepshow 2. It's clearly not as good, and you can kind of tell that because I think it was directed by Tom Savini.
Sounds
I think.
right.
Yeah,
I
because
can't
George A. Romero and Stephen King did not come back, even though they
Mm-hmm.
used a Stephen King short, which was The Raft.
Mhm.
That was a Stephen King short. So with that, the first one, I mean, almost every single segment works incredibly well. Hands down, one of the ones that still makes me uncomfortable is the Roaches.
Yes,
That's all I gotta say is the Roaches. And
I
everybody
love
knows.
that one. That was my favorite one.
And that's not my favorite. I would still say
It's my favorite for sure.
My favorite is either the Stephen King one, which is really, really well done. I do like the meteorite, the grass meteorite. And then, what was another one? I do like the Roaches. The Roaches is a good one. It's just not my favorite.
It was Buried Alive.
Buried Alive? Was there one Buried Alive?
Where they were not buried alive, but like they the killer buried the two couple.
The Leslie Nielsen one. Yeah,
That's the
I
one,
really do like that one. I think that one's really well done and like creepy atmosphere, and then it just goes insane, which I do love. No, I'm not gonna lie. I think the Stephen King segment's actually my favorite. I genuinely really like that segment. Just from like the makeup, the kind of sour ending. It's a bittersweeter more. It's actually more of a. It's just a downer ending. But it's got some really good comedy. Like I like the fluffy segment. I like the fluffy segment, but a lot of the stuff in between. Don't get me wrong. That actress did a phenomenal job on making me hate the ever-loving shit out of her. But it's not my favorite. It's not my favorite segment aside from the fluffy monster. The fluffy monster and the gore is done incredibly well. I think that's awesome.
And not to mention the professor in that one. He's been in a couple of Twilight Zone episodes, especially my two favorite ones: Third from the Sun and Obsolete Man. Anyways, sorry.
Yes, no, I know you're a huge Twilight Zone fan. So yeah, I think that genuinely I do love Creepshow. Creepshow is another one of those that you can put it on for Halloween, miss nothing, and just have a really, really good time with it. Like, you could honestly put it on as a background movie and still have a really good time with it. It's just got those colors, and but I mean, it's not just a Halloween movie. It's genuinely a movie you could pop on any time of the year. Maybe not during Christmas. That might be a little bit awkward with families, but it's the same thing with Thanksgiving. But I definitely think it's one of those you could watch it any time of the year. It's kind of like Die Hard. Die Hard. The reason why Die Hard is such a great Christmas movie is because it's also a good movie. You don't have to watch it around Christmas. Which
it's not a Christmas
my wife
movie.
will argue against me on that. She says Die Hard is not a Christmas movie, and I say you're wrong, and we have that argument maybe every 3-4 weeks. So, but yeah, no, my third favorite is Creepshow. I love Creepshow.
Nice.
And no, I'm not just an anthology nut. Those are like my 3 favorite scary movies of all time.
Me next. All right.
Raise your hand first. There you go.
All right. My third favorite horror movie. This one's I'm gonna say the franchise, the trilogy.
Ooh, Evil Dead. I knew it.
Hey, that's my favorite franchise, but it does not have my favorite movies.
It says me on Monday.
Monday.
Is it Friday yet?
Yes.
That's me on Mondays.
What are you, a Facebook mom?
Yes. Live, laugh, love. I'm a glorified live, laugh, lover. So I would say Evil Dead. I honestly, I love the first one.
Really?
I don't hate it.
I like the first one.
Definitely, I know the first one has its own place, but I still think the second one's probably my favorite.
The first one has a place in someone's heart somewhere.
I love the first one. The second one is good, but I like the third one more than the second.
Ooh.
The third one is definitely the most rewatchable out of the series.
I agree.
I will argue that. Yeah. Like out of the entire series, not just the trilogy. I'm talking about the entire series.
When he tries to get
Evil Dead Rise was pretty good.
Exactly, but when he tries, like the scene where he's trying to get the what is it called?
The Necronomicon.
The N word. What is it called?
Necronomicon.
No, it wasn't that. It was some other N word.
Klaatu Verata Nikto.
No, it's a different N word. It's definitely an N word though.
I think I know what you're talking about.
I know what scene you're talking about.
I know what scene you're talking about.
Yeah. Because you're talking about him trying to get... He has to say the words in order to grab the Book of the Dead.
Yeah. Anyway, I'll forget about it. It was some type of N-word. But that scene alone... that scene alone is the best.
Yeah, that scene is pretty fun. I'm not going to lie.
And then obviously like the practical like Army of the Dead.
Yeah. Yeah, that's
my favorite part. Just watching them all run in a line. Ah! All spastic and puppeteered.
Oh, I do love those. Yeah, I do love that aspect. See, I'm not someone who always who makes fun of that stuff. I actually enjoy it just because it just makes it more fun and just you can tell there was passion into this. Didn't really care about budget. It was just more passion and it was so fun.
It was literally
I think it actually had the highest budget out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Well, even still, my point still stands.
Well, definitely not the highest. It's not the most budgeted movie in the world, but
out of the trilogy,
out of the trilogy, yeah. And then obviously the opening scene where it follows closely back after the second, and then everything just goes how he gets taken in by medieval, and then he has his chainsaw hand, and he's the real chainsaw man.
Yeah.
Also, if you want to know the reason why the opening of Evil Dead 2 is different to the original Evil Dead, go watch our reaction because I actually explain it. Shameless.
I wasn't there, but I do know what's going on though. Because I just love the movie so much. And then how
Benji
the first one is just the best.
over here was the only one that didn't know.
And the first one, I just love the fact that the first one feels very it feels very normal horror movie, where it's not too much on top of on the nose with its humor as much as the second and the third. And it just flows with that more. It's definitely trying to be a little bit more intense and a little bit more scary, but obviously very low budgeted at the same time. And all this stuff is going on. And then the slow motion scenes whenever what was it? Whenever he was burying one of his friends that was one of the girls, and she jumps up in the air. Yeah, it shows the scene of her jumping really in slow mo. And then it's the scene in Army of Darkness whenever he's like jumping up to grab his chainsaw. It's like a really slow, like he's like, yeah,
oh yeah,
yeah, yeah.
And it goes perfectly. Like those moments like that, it just makes the movie just way more enjoyable. Even though it's not technically a horror movie, but it is. They're just good.
Horror
you talking
comedy.
about Army of Darkness? Yeah. So funny enough, and I actually also explained this, but I'll explain this here. The first Evil Dead, Sam Raimi actually admitted that he was trying to make it like what Evil Dead 2013 was, which was a relatively serious horror movie. They just didn't have the budget for it. So that is part of the reason why, like, halfway through production, they just kind of leaned into the comedy aspect of it. They're like, okay, well, we're going to have some fun with this. And so that's what they ultimately ended up doing. And that's why in the second one, they leaned into it more with, like, the horror and the comedy. And then same thing with the third one, they really went into it. But I still think out of the entire Evil Dead franchise, the best example of horror and comedy is the show.
Absolutely. I honestly forgot about the show, but since I'm counting the franchise, Evil Dead Rise, right, that's what it is.
Ash versus Evil Dead.
Ash versus Evil Dead, that's what it is.
Yeah,
It's so good.
I love that show.
I still haven't
so
seen
ashamed.
it. I'm so mad I still haven't seen it yet.
You're not gonna like where it ends because it kind of ends on a cliffhanger. Because it's like, well, it's as every show does because they thought they were gonna get a fourth season. But it's like, here's the thing: the number one mistake they made. Who the fuck watches shit on Stars?
Nobody.
That was the
I didn't even know what that
mistake they made.
I didn't even know it existed until like
I knew
once
it
I watched
existed,
the show.
but
I saw
never
the intro
watched
or
anything
the
on
outro.
there.
I only knew about Stars because every time I went on a trip, that's that HBO and Stars to watch movies at a hotel TV.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
So
That's how I knew
ultimately,
about Stars.
every season of Ash vs. Evil Dead was bootlegged, like, to high hell because of that. Because nobody wanted to pay for Stars. Even Bruce Campbell is like, he's like, oh yeah, we're going to do a show. We're going to lean into the age of Ash. He's like, okay, cool. What's it going to be on? It's like, Stars. Even he said, he's like, what the fuck is Stars? Or I think he either said that or he said, like, who the hell watches Stars?
Well,
like, honestly, it should have been on HBO.
Well,
that would have been the
that would
best.
have been amazing.
But,
that would have been the best.
But do you know
scenario.
why he said that? Do you know why he said that? It helps maintain the illusion.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I get you on that one.
So, well, we're on a pretty good time. I think we can have one more segment, which we're going to call Trashterpiece.
Trashterpiece. What is our favorite bad horror movie?
Trash compactor piece?
Either it's going to be about movies about our worst movies, or just bad movies in general. Your favorite worst movie, your favorite bad movie that was so bad that it was good, or something like that. You know, basically something that society would claim that it was a bad movie, or you personally. Either way. So,
Terrifier 1.
Shut up.
Yeah, Kate.
Anyways, Anyways, so I think we should at least pick one of the worst movies we have ever seen. So I'll pick one, Shad, then Lux. I'll go first since I have mine. And the worst horror movie that I have seen is It Follows. I hate that movie so much. Do it! Do it!
Kill it with fire.
Yes, it was. I mean, okay, so you have this entity that's supposed to be following you, and the only way to get rid of it is to have sex with someone else. Oh, that isn't. Oh, well, that's not a play on STDs. It's just like that. That's how, like, and the thing that's supposed to be following you only walks, and then its look is just someone with no eyes in a white clothing, and then only way to kill it is to actually kill it physically rather than they just like lure it into a water and then throw a toaster in the water basically, but then all they did instead was just shoot the thing and then it starts bleeding. So you mean to tell me that this thing was actually human because it bleeds red? It didn't bleed black, it didn't bleed blue or green. No, this is just the worst movie I've ever seen. The worst movie I've ever seen. It was so bad, and then the ending we were supposed to have interpretation that this movie ended that either she got rid of it or she didn't, because the two were just walking in front of the camera, and then just between them, behind them, you see this person just walking at a normal pace with just white, and then we're supposed to assume either she got rid of it or didn't. You're supposed to leave. Oh, it's just audience interpretation. Shut up! That is horrible writing just to give it audience interpretation. No, as a writer, you need to know how you're going to end your film. You can't just be like, it just depends. No, it doesn't depend. It has to depend on you, the creator, the writer. You have to have a solid ending. And you have to have a somewhat, like, it doesn't even have to be so logical. You just have to know how to defeat this creature. Because to defeat the creature, all you have to do is shoot it or drown it or stab it in the pool. And that's it. Terrible. Awful. Doo-doo banks. And the kills weren't even good either. It was so boring. Anyways, what are we doing here again?
Trash your piece, good sir. Instead of doing a rant of the worst movie you've ever seen.
Anyways, yeah. Well, that's my worst movie.
You know it was supposed to be the best worst movie that you've seen, right?
No, I said worst movie. I said pick the worst movie you've seen.
Oh, the worst movie I've ever seen?
Yes, pick the worst movie you've ever seen. Yeah.
That's a good question.
Pluto Nash.
Lux, you got one?
Pluto Nash in 3D.
You could put any fucking comedy on there, honestly. Like any
Norbit.
Notoriously bad comedy.
Yeah.
Norbit.
But let's stick with horror. What is the worst horror movie you've seen?
Yeah, go ahead, Lux.
You don't have to hate it as much as I hated It Follows. You just have to, like, which one did you just really didn't like?
Well, it's hard to follow up after you're such passion with It Follows.
It was so lame.
What are I can think of two right now. What? No. What? One Missed Call.
Oh, One Missed Call. Dang. Okay.
Yeah.
Or oh my god, what was it called? Silent with the puppet. The puppet woman, the woman that was like a ventriloquist.
Dead Silence.
Dead Silence.
Oh, Dead Silence. Really? You didn't like Dead Silence?
I liked it, but I knew it was bad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like I enjoyed the fact that it was like this like goofy. I'm so smart. I'm one step ahead of you.
So, Benji, you're gonna hate me for this.
Oh my god.
Terrifier 1.
So, it's kind of a two-parter, but it's also probably the two worst in the entire franchise. I cannot stand, and I genuinely mean this. I tolerated Dominion. I tolerated Jurassic Park or Jurassic World Dominion. I tolerated it. But
Didn't I say stick with horror movies?
They're technically horror. If they're on dead meat, they're technically horror.
Ooh.
Got you there, buddy.
Got him.
All right, and he's gone. Nah, he'll be back. So, technically, the worst experience. Technically, the worst experience I had in theaters was with Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom. It was so bad it caused me to not go see Jurassic World Dominion in theaters.
That's fair.
So,
That's
yeah,
fair.
I genuinely. My issue with Dominion is it is just boring. That's my only issue with it. It's like, it's boring. I came for the dinosaurs. I get a couple of cool sequences of that, but it's mostly about Locust, and I can give two fucks about Locust.
Yeah, that's true. That's fair.
Yeah.
I did not
And
care about the
Fallen
Locust
Kingdom,
scenes.
well, yes, has some really good sequences as far as what's on the island. When the island is officially destroyed, that's the halfway mark of the movie. And then you have all this other bullshit dealing with clone subplots and all this other shit at the end of the movie.
That
And
was
I'm
also,
like,
I didn't care for that
This is fucking
either.
dog shit.
That
It
was
is, like,
boring.
progressively pissed me off more and more and more the more I watched it. And so, I love the Buffalo Bill actor. I can't stand his character because he's supposed to just be allegory, 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 and ooh, evil douchebag. He does have a really cool death, though. I will give him that. Like,
That's Fallen
his
Kingdom,
death leads to the. I know. That's what I said. Dominion is boring. Fallen Kingdom was my worst experience. I hated Fallen Kingdom.
That one
It was so
I
bad
was
it
like,
caused me to not go see Dominion in theaters. So, I do not like Fallen Kingdom. Dominion is boring, but at least there's a couple of cool sequences in there, and the dinosaurs look fantastic. I
Yeah.
will say that. The dinosaurs look the best in Dominion. Hands down. Like, obviously, compared to the first one, at least. Like, as far as full CGI and puppetry, the dinosaurs in Dominion look great. That's the only positive I can give that movie. The dinosaurs look phenomenal. But Fallen Kingdom was so bad that even though I got my ticket for free, I was so utterly pissed off that I paid for snacks and an Uber, because at that point I didn't have my car, an Uber ride to and from the fucking theater. I wasted $50. That's including the 2 Uber rides and the snacks. I wasted 50 fucking dollars to see this dog ass of a movie. Like, it's not the worst movie in the world. Obviously, there's some really good segments in there that I do genuinely like, but, like, stupid, idiotic characters. The plot armor is insane. I don't really like Justice Smith's character. I can't stand that little nerdy twerp. Here's the thing. He's actually arguably better in Dominion, and he is a good actor, but it's like, good God, do I hate him in Fallen Kingdom. He's just annoying.
The black guy?
The black guy, yeah. Justice Smith.
Yeah, the skinny black guy.
I was not a fan
I don't
of
know why I
his
said that
character.
like that.
They genuinely made me hate Owen. Like, I'm like, oh, okay, so Owen just has plot armor. Cool. Claire, who is not a bad character in Jurassic World, they made me hate her. The plot is stupid. It's like, okay, so we're gonna try and keep. And here's the greatest sin of all. Here's the greatest sin of all time. And here's the reason why I walked out of there pissed. The entire marketing campaign was, yeah, we're gonna get the dinosaurs in the real world. And that is the fucking montage in the last 5 minutes of the movie.
That's so true.
Fuck you, Universal. Fuck you. Fuck you for that. That was so fucking bad. Like, don't get me wrong, Dominion, I knew. I was like, as soon as I was done with Fallen Kingdom, I'm like, as soon as the marketing came out for Dominion, I'm like, don't get me wrong, it looks good, but they're gonna fuck it up. And I just knew. I was like, I know for a fact they are going to fuck this up. Unless I hear astronomical fucking reviews, I'm not touching this movie in theaters. Never did. I didn't watch it until recently this year because I got Benboy over here for his birthday. I got him the Jurassic Park box set. And I also got myself the same box set because I didn't have all of them. So, yeah. That is my trashterpiece, I guess, if you wish to say.
Trashterpiece.
It is just my least favorite movie.
My
I
poopsterpiece.
hated Fallen Kingdom. Dominion is boring as sin. Do not get me wrong, but I liked it only a fraction better than Fallen Kingdom, just because Fallen Kingdom pissed me off so bad. Oh no!
Look at that.
It's right behind me, isn't it?
It's a T-Rex.
It's right behind me.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I actually hold on. I accidentally turned on my auto tune.
Yeah, that's funny.
Uh,
All right.
Woo,
Well,
well,
be
This
nice.
movie sucks.
Its sequel does. I don't like Lost World.
no.
Well, I enjoyed Lost World. Yeah, but the sequels after
Lost
Jurassic
World has some
suck.
really good segments. I
Suck,
will say
but
that.
But that's for a video for another day.
Agreed.
Well-
I think we pretty much just wrapped this about up. Yeah.
Yep, wrapping it up. So thank you for the 5 people who came to just watch this podcast of Hell on
Yeah,
Wheels.
exactly.
Thanks,
Yeah.
guys.
Hell on Reels. What
are you guys doing?
What a hell of a name.
Yeah, what are you guys doing just watching Hell on Reels? Shouldn't you be at work or something?
Yeah. Or maybe
Yeah,
you're just
go to
listening
work.
this in the car. Who the hell knows?
Yeah. Yeah. We're gonna have this, we're gonna have this little buddy. We're gonna have Shad's lizard and my shark. Lux, you need to find your own widow pet.
I was gonna say that Christmas gift I gave you. You know what I'm talking about, right?
I know what you're talking about, yeah. Well, let's
Yeah.
see-
You
let's
should
see
grab
what-
that Christmas
let's
gift
see
I
what-
gave him.
Let's see what... You okay? You got a pet?
I think the. I was
That's
gonna say
his pet.
I think the air canister fell out of your jaw's mouth.
he's choking up.
Anyways, really appreciate you guys for watching. This has been Hell on Reels, sponsored by Future Freaks, created by Future Freaks, and produced by Middle Mind Movies. Shameless plug.
Definitely shameless plug.
All right.
Are we gonna do an outro?
Oh, that was the outro. You guys watched Hell on Reels. All right. Cut to black.
All right.